from the station working for you. This is WRTV News at 6, streaming now.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Nicole Griffin. President Trump remains at Walter Reed Medical Center, where he's being treated after testing positive for COVID-19. The First Lady also tested positive, as well as one of the president's closest advisors, Hope Hicks, who traveled with the president earlier this week. Here's ABC's Rena Roy with the latest.
President Trump spent the night at Walter Reed Medical Center, where he is receiving treatment after experiencing coronavirus symptoms. Sources close to the president tell ABC News he was having trouble breathing and received supplemental oxygen on Friday, prompting his transfer to the military hospital.
Thursday, he had a mild cough and some nasal congestion and fatigue, all of which are now resolving and improving.
His doctor saying he is happy with the president's progress.
And the president this morning is not on oxygen, not having difficulty breathing or walking around the White House medical unit upstairs.
Amid questions over transparency on when the president was first diagnosed and the severity of his condition, his doctor issuing a memo this afternoon clarifying the timeline, saying he incorrectly used the term 72 hours when he meant day 3 and 48 hours when he meant day 2. On Twitter Saturday afternoon, the president calling the doctors and nurses at Walter Reed amazing, writing, "With their help, I'm feeling well." The president first tweeting just after midnight on Friday that he and the First Lady had tested positive for COVID-19. That announcement coming just hours after learning Hope Hicks, one of the president's top aides, had tested positive for the virus. Hicks traveled with the president to the debate in Cleveland this past Tuesday and then to a packed rally in Minnesota on Wednesday. Many now focusing on this Rose Garden ceremony last Saturday for Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett. Several people in attendance confirmed positive, including North Carolina Senator Tom Tillis, Utah Senator Mike Lee, and Notre Dame University President Father John Jenkins, and former White House advisor Kellyanne Conway, who tweeted, "My symptoms are mild, light cough, and I'm feeling fine," as well as Chris Christie, who was part of the president's debate prep team. Trump's campaign manager, Bill Stepien, who was with the president at the debate, has also tested positive. There is now concern for Joe Biden, who spent more than 90 minutes on stage with the president, 13 feet apart, but without masks. The 77-year-old former vice president says he and his wife Jill have both tested negative for the virus and have wished the first family well.
This is not a matter of politics. It's a bracing reminder to all of us that we have to take this virus seriously. It's not going away automatically.
Rena Roy, ABC News, Washington.
Rena, thank you. Now to our continuing coverage of the coronavirus and its impact on Indiana. The state health department reports 13 more deaths. 3,442 Hoosiers have now died with COVID-19. More than 124,000 Hoosiers have tested positive for the virus. More than 2.4 million tests have been administered in Indiana. The Indianapolis Public Library's Wayne branch is closed until Monday for deep cleaning after a staffer tested positive for COVID-19. Officials were notified Friday and immediately began contact tracing protocols. Other staff members were found to have been in close contact with that infected worker. They are now under self-quarantine. The racing action was twice as nice at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway this weekend. Several thousand fans were there today to watch a dominating performance by a driver who knows a lot about winning at Indy. Brad Brown has a recap of the day.
Keep in mind, this race wasn't even on the schedule until the middle of the summer, but by the time it was all done, the Harvest GP here at IMS turned out to be a massive success. Fans in the stands, some great action on the track, and Saturday's race had the guys starting up front, finishing up front when it was done. Will Power earned the pole position at Saturday morning's qualifying session, adding to a long list of poles that he's had, and he continued his success here on the IMS road course, but not without some challenges along the way. A great battle over the final few laps with 20-year-old Colton Herta. Those two drivers won each of the races at the doubleheader 3 weeks ago at Mid-Ohio. Herta got within a couple of seconds, got it down less than a second in the final laps, but Power was able to lead him to the checkered flag. He led every one of the 75 laps. A great finish and his 4th career victory here on the IMS road course.
Kind of went back to what we had in July, which was a very strong car too. Unfortunately, we got caught by yellow there. But yeah, I was much better than the day before, much better.
As for the championship chase, Joseph Newgarden with a 4th place finish here in race 2 this afternoon. Scott Dixon could manage only 8th. Dixon picked up a little damage in a collision with Ryan Hunter-Reay early in the race on his side pod. May have affected the aero on his car a little bit, but he was unable to get any further progress up the field. Newgarden, however, does make progress. In the points, he'll be just 32 behind and have a shot at the title heading to the season finale. They'll have 3 weeks to think about all of it. Dixon and Newgarden battle for the title, and IndyCar will wrap up its season in St. Petersburg, Florida. That race is coming up on Sunday, October 25th. At the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Brad Brown, WRTV Sports.
All right, Brad, thank you. And this morning before the race started at the Motor Speedway, a press conference was held announcing several significant steps related to Penske Entertainment Corporation's ongoing Race for Equality and Change initiatives. First, a partnership with NXG Youth Motorsports, Inc. is being expanded. The nonprofit introduces minority students to motorsports by providing access to STEM curriculum, career pathways, and valuable life lessons. Part of the expansion includes a $500,000 in funding from Penske and its corporate sponsors. Also announced today, a chief diversity officer for Penske Entertainment Group, and that has been appointed to Jimmy McMillan, who has been a senior corporate counsel for IMS and IndyCar since 2016. He will take on that new role.
I love this facility. I love IndyCar. I'm passionate about it. One of my sons is actually a participant in NXG. And it's my goal that with the work and program of the Race for Equality and Change, that we spread that love and passion not only throughout Indianapolis and Indiana, but across the entire country.
McMillan will be in charge of leading the ongoing implementation of the Race for Equality and Change pillars. Key goals include recruiting and developing a diverse workforce at IndyCar and IMS, diversifying the driver field at the grassroots level, and investing in minority communities to encourage engagement with IndyCar and IMS. Have you seen this man? Metro Police are looking for him and they need your help. 57-year-old Ronald Myers went missing 2 weeks ago. Investigators say he may have a blue Huffy bike with yellow front forks and a green seat. He frequently uses the bike for transportation. Call IMPD missing person detectives if you have any information on his whereabouts. Healthcare workers are stressing the importance of getting the flu vaccine this year. So the Marion County Public Health Department is trying to make it easier for people to get one. It's holding low-cost flu vaccine clinics this month. Getting the flu is bad enough, but adding the risk of contracting COVID-19 could complicate things for patients and hospitals. Health leaders say if more people don't get their flu shots this year, there could be consequences.
We usually see a surge in the increased need for medical services during flu season, so we don't want to tax the medical system with both flu and COVID at the same time. That's why we like folks to go and get their shot this year for sure.
Health leaders say if you're pregnant, over the age of 65, or have any other medical conditions, you especially should make sure to get the flu vaccination. The health department is holding 3 more clinics this month at churches around the city. The cost is $20 for anyone aged 2 and older, free for kids under 2. Medicaid and Medicare are accepted. There's another clinic Tuesday at Old Bethel Church, Sunday, October 18th at St. Gabriel Catholic Church, and October 22nd at Inglewood Christian Church. We have a list of multiple flu shot options at our website, WRTV.com. Now to your forecast, meteorologist Kyle Mountain is standing by. And Kyle, what a nice shot there behind you.
Yeah, it has been a fairly comfortable day, a little bit cooler than what we've had here lately, and those clouds have been moving in. And that will set the stage for some rain. Already a few showers in parts of central Indiana. We'll look at radar here in just a second. Right now, those temperatures generally in the 60s. Kokomo, one of the exceptions, though, at 59, 63 for you in Shelbyville, and 61 in downtown Indianapolis. Here's a look at radar. You can see those clouds and a little more in the way of some concentrated rain back into parts of Illinois. At this point, some light rain across Sullivan, also into Greene County. A lot of these returns not making their way to the ground across portions of Putnam County and Hendricks County there, but some light rain showers nonetheless in the forecast this evening. That chance only about 40% here as we go through 9 o'clock. And then you notice it kind of tapers off before it really ramps up heading into our Sunday morning. So for tomorrow, you are going to need to factor in some wet weather for any of your errand running or outdoor plans here. As we go through this evening, this is 9 o'clock. You can see most of the showers will be staying off to the north and west here as we go through the bulk of the overnight. Then at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, we've got fairly widespread showers across central Indiana, and that's going to last at least through midday. I think as we go into the afternoon, it will start to taper off in coverage a little bit here. Still a couple of those showers across the eastern third of the state as we get toward 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. Not going to add up to a whole lot. So we still have very dry conditions. This won't do a whole lot for us, but certainly any rain is helpful. Most areas, though, looking at about 1/4 of an inch or less. You can see some locations like Bloomington, Bedford may not even see 1/10 of an inch of rain out of this system. Sunday planting forecast, though, does bring in the cool temperatures because we're going to have those clouds and showers around. We'll be stuck in the 50s tomorrow with a northwest breeze in the afternoon around 15 miles per hour. There's a look at those highs. 58 for you in Bloomington, 56 in Muncie. So numbers that are about 10 to 15 degrees below average for this time of year. And then tomorrow night, clouds will move out and we could have some frosty areas going into Monday as we'll have temperatures dipping down into the middle and upper 30s across the Hoosier State. 7-day planning forecast does show that things are going to be warming up here after that chilly start on Monday. We're at 63 with sunshine for the afternoon. We'll get to 70 degrees there on Tuesday, even the middle 70s on Wednesday. You notice things are mild. They're also very dry, Nicole, after that chance of rain tomorrow.
All right, Kyle, thank you. A revamped version of the 12th annual German Fest just wrapped up tonight in Indianapolis. Due to COVID-19, the Athenaeum Foundation worked with the Marion County Public Health Department to put on the socially distant version of the event. It brought together more than 15 local vendors, creating a German-style farmers market in the organization's parking lot. We talked with a couple who just moved here to the area and visited German Fest for the very first time.
To us, it was awesome. It was fun. It was different. I loved the music, loved the open airness to it. It was, if you're new to here, it would be great. It's a great place to visit. You had fun, huh, babe?
It was nice, yes. Yeah. You had to try different things, and it was really good.
The Athenaeum, where it was held, is a German-American landmark on the National Registry of Historic Places, located right on Mass Ave. And due to COVID-19, the event capacity was just 250 today, and masks were required. We do want to thank you so much for joining us here for WRTV. Join us back tonight at 11 after the football game. Have a great night.